Living within your head can frequently provide the impression of being trapped in a cycle, in which your thoughts continue to whirl about indefinitely, and the splendor of the here and now recedes. This way of thinking can put you at a distance from true experiences and connections that are valuable to you. In the next conversation, we will investigate how becoming conscious of the thought patterns that you engage in can assist you in breaking free from this cycle and opening the way to experiencing profound presence. Just for a moment, try to picture yourself fully immersed in the world around you, where every instant is brimming with possibilities and every contact feels genuine. Stay with us as we share our thoughts and practical recommendations with you in order to assist you in reclaiming your consciousness and improving the experiences you have in your everyday life. You won't want to miss out on this. It has the potential to completely alter the way you perceive the world. How can we enter a condition of presence in our present moment? In the first place, it is practically unavoidable when you choose to be present. And it is a decision, however. Not everyone is capable of making that choice. You have the ability to bring your attention into the here and now if you possess a level of awareness that is sufficient enough to allow you to do so. The first thing that you will notice is that you will become more conscious of the sensory perceptions of the world around you that you take in through your senses. In addition to this, you will have an increased level of attentiveness. This is the reason why it is referred to as waking. It is an additional component of the awakening. The increased attentiveness that is being experienced is not accompanied with stress. In fact, there is no tension here. One of the characteristics of presence is a calm and aware state of mind. You have come to the realization that a significant portion of your mental activity is not only utterly unneeded but also detrimental. And as a result, you make the decision to bring yourself into the present now and remove yourself from the mind that is creating problems. For certain things, the mind is an excellent instrument. Yet the majority of the time, it is the mind that causes issues rather than the mind that solves them. You return your attention back to the here and now by bringing it out of the stream of thought that you are currently experiencing. Sensitivity and perceptions could be the first point. All of a sudden, there is a heightened awareness that was not present before. Were you unable to find it? Due to the fact that your consciousness was being absorbed by thinking, your consciousness was continuously incarnating, which means that it took the shape of thought. You can see why Buddhists wish to break away from the cycle of reincarnation where they are always being used. A significant number of people are unaware of the fact that this is the moment when they can be liberated from the cycle of incarnation. This is due to the fact that the most fundamental incarnation is the incarnation into thoughts, which are the essential forms of thought and emotions. You get at the conclusion of so much consciousness, and you are able to extract consciousness from it, and then you become aware of the world around you. If you find it difficult to immediately become aware of sensory sensations because the mind is still attempting to get in there, another beneficial entry point into present moment awareness that has been utilized for thousands of years is simply your breath. This entry point has been used for a long time. Simply bring your attention to the fact that you are breathing at this very moment. Even if you do not intend to engage in any specific form of breathing, put your attention on the fact that your body is breathing. Having the ability to perceive that you are breathing is what it is to become conscious. Awareness of your breath is possibly the most direct way to enter the present moment. It is important to pay attention to your breathing. This method has been suggested by the Buddha, and it may even be older than the Buddha himself, as a method of meditation. However, it is not exclusively a method of formal meditation. Rather, it is a method that serves as a straightforward entry point into presence. Maintaining a conscious awareness of your breathing is not something that can be misconstrued in any way. It is possible for a person to have the misconception that becoming aware of their breathing is as simple as stating, "Oh yes, I'm breathing," and then asking, "What's next?" There is no awareness in that. The ability to follow the breath as it enters the body and as it exits the body is what we mean when we talk about being aware of your breathing. Whenever you take a breath, your attention shifts. Simply said, this means that it eliminates the need for thinking in an effortless manner. It is impossible to be conscious of your respiration and cognitive processes at the same time. It is possible that pieces of thoughts will come in from time to time, but they will immediately dissipate again. Whether or not you are breathing can be independently attested to by you. Simply check to see if you are breathing. Currently, are you conscious of the fact that you are breathing? At other times, mindfulness can have the effect of making you breathe more deeply and for longer than you would normally wish to. Therefore, when you become conscious of your breathing, you have a beautiful entry point into present within yourself. You become conscious of your breathing, and your thoughts begin to go away. The next thing that can take place is that you suddenly become aware of not just your breathing, but also the energy field that is present within your body. This is not the physical body, but rather the energy field that animates the body, the life that is contained within it. During the process of your breath entering the body, you can feel it first entering the abdominal region and then spreading out to the rest of the body. This is something that you can perceive. The sensation that the body is alive is palpable. You are able to feel the energy that is underlying the physical manifestation of the body, and your thought becomes less intense. I refer to this as the inner body. After that, moving on to the next level is a simple process. You start to get the impression that there is an energy field behind the physical body while you breathe. This feeling is slight but noticeable. By cultivating this awareness, you will be able to glance about and listen, concentrating on the two sense experiences that are most prominent, hearing and seeing. You have the ability to perceive without interpreting or classifying what you see. You merely see the room, the flower, or the person sitting on a chair. Nevertheless, you do not interpret it in any manner, nor do you name it in any way. Simply said, you just let things be as they are. There is nothing to interpret. You can sense it without thinking. All you need to do is be aware of it, rather than looking at it through the lens of your thoughts. You are viewing something via your awareness, as opposed to always perceiving things through the lens of your thinking. Thinking can be beneficial at times, and you absolutely require it. Nevertheless, the majority of the time, it is a prison. You are confined by it. Discovering your capacity to observe without the need to interpret what you are perceiving as the means by which you can achieve freedom inside yourself. Despite the fact that you are aware of what you are perceiving, this awareness is no longer conceptual. When you gaze at another human being in that state of sight, which is known as non-conceptual vision, you are aware, in a sense, that you are gazing at another human being, but not in a conceptual sense. You come to realize a more profound mode of knowing. It's possible that humans had a more profound understanding of the world in the past than they have now. At the same time as there is a knowing that is based on conceptions, there is also a more profound knowing that does not require concepts. It is not enough to simply silence your thoughts in order to break free from the continual chatter of your mind. Rather, it is necessary to rediscover the vitality of the moment that you are currently experiencing. When you make a concerted effort to interact with the environment around you, you will discover that life develops in ways that are simultaneously beautiful and unexpected. For example, You may try setting aside a few minutes every day to completely submerge oneself in a mundane activity, such as drinking a cup of tea or watching the clouds glide past, without any interruptions. You may find that engaging in this straightforward activity helps you feel more connected to the here and now, as well as reawakens a deeper appreciation for the world that surrounds you. In the event that you find this message to be meaningful, I strongly suggest that you give the video a thumbs up and share it with someone who could gain something from this point of view. Please leave a comment with the word "now" to make a commitment to being more present in your day-to-day life. Additionally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for additional insights on living a life that is both full and mindful. It would be a shame to miss out on the adventure that lies ahead.